Welcome to episode 2 of Ascension Frequency. I thank you all for your subscriptions, and if you don't want to miss an episode, hit the notification bell and make sure that you watch them all. Also, the first two series, Understanding the Matrix and Changing Your Perspective. Now, in the first episode of Ascension, we talked a little bit about level and how that is like a computer game. Well, within the computer game, there are some, let's call them hidden levels, and these are frequencies. And you hear a lot of people talking about these frequencies. You got to keep your frequency high, and you have to vibrate at a high frequency, and all this kind of talk. And first of all, I do not entirely agree with people that are very deep into this vibrating in a higher energy. Well, not always. And second of all, there are a lot of people that really want to adjust, but don't know how to because they don't really know what this frequency stuff actually means. And to be honest, most people that are really into the higher frequencies, they do not give a clear cut answer to what you can do. So I can imagine it's hard on a lot of people. Well, first of all, why do I not always agree with vibrating in higher frequency? Because we live on this frequency, Earth. Let's call it the 3D matrix. So that's where we're in. So you've chosen to operate on this frequency. So operate on this frequency. And I don't mind people that are trying to understand the higher vibration, but you always have to be able to translate it to where and how you're living, because you decided to be here. So you have to participate in this frequency. And a lot of people, they think that we're going to be taken away with spaceships and we're going to be taken away to other worlds because that's where the frequency is higher. I do not think that this is the case. I think the higher frequencies are operating around us, and tapping into that frequency will just reveal what's going on there. So why should you operate, even if you're looking for higher frequencies, in this frequency? Because you have to deal with earthly things. And to be able to get into higher frequencies, you have to earn your way through the earthly things. So if you want to be free of your own enslavement, because that's really what's it about. We don't need to be rescued by aliens. We don't need to be rescued by a higher force or beings that understand us better than we do. We need to understand us better than we do. Because at this point, we do not really understand what we are and what we are capable of. And that's the lesson we need to learn. So you see that a lot in the world. There's still wars going on. People are fighting over money, resources, that kind of thing. Power, lots of power. And do not judge these people for it, because they teach us a valuable lesson, namely what not to do. And what we should do is figure out that we should only have compassion for every living thing, because every living thing plays its role in this whole matrix, and we need it. The good, the bad, and the absolutely horrific. We all need that. So staying in a higher frequency within this frequency is, it seems hard, but it's relatively easy. Like I said, you have to be compassionate towards everyone and everything, and just understand what's going on. But the most important thing is that we have to realize who we are, that humans are these incredible things. And even though we're bound by this, let's call it 3D matrix bodies or bodysuits, doesn't mean that we're not extremely powerful, because we're talking about technology, and we're going from technology on a desk to carryable to wearable and to integrated. But what we do not realize is that all these functions that operate within that scientific and technological realm, we are capable of doing without any of that technology. And I'm not saying that technology is a bad thing. I'm just saying that if we tap into who we really are and what we really can do, we are so much better. So I think we can get best of both worlds just by understanding who we are. And if you can be compassionate in the face of evil, then you've learned the most important lesson. So you have to do it in the face of evil. And evil is one of the things that operates freely here in this reality. And that's why being in a higher frequency before you've learned the lessons to be able to stay in higher frequencies is useless. So if at one point you decided, I don't want to have anything to do with earthly business, I'm just going to cut myself off from everything, and I'm just going to meditate and do yoga and, hit some pretty bells and burn incense all day and slather myself in essential oils. That's all well and good, but you didn't get the message, because there are people out here that need you, that need your message, that need your presence, that need you to be able to react to their questions, or maybe even their disbelief, or maybe even the fact that they're making fun of you. Explain what's going on. Explain how this higher frequency is something that you need to be able to evolve. And you may also see, you being attacked as a higher frequency being. You may also see this as evil, but you need to be there to react on this level. So please be in contact with your 3D reality. Please be in contact with this frequency, because flying all over the place is not going to do anyone any good. I'm not saying that you have to participate in all the uh, circumstances that you could call atrocious on this earth. I mean, you can certainly take a certain distance, because you need to make clear that these atrocities are not part of your world. But completely dismembering yourself from all that is in this frequency, that's That's a world of doom in itself. So please be aware of that. So frequency is a funny thing. We all need to be ready to dispense advice. We all need to be ready to connect with things going on Earth, and there are many good things. Please try to see them, because if you see them, then the chance of somebody else who was very unable to see them will start to slowly get attracted to your state of being. So please do your yoga practice. Please meditate. Please burn your incense. Have good conversations. Please be your higher frequency self, but do not lose contact with what's happening around here and around you, because it's important. It's a great part of your ascension that you take part in the greater picture, alongside the people of whom you might at this point say they're getting behind. Because if you feel that you are more evolved than they are, you probably aren't. We need to share this world with each other. And of course, we need to evolve, but we all need to evolve. And you detaching yourself from the collective is just going to be a problem. So I would advise you to not detach yourself from this frequency. Anyway, I hope that this has put a new light on how I see frequency, and how you can have it work for you and for everyone around you, which is our basic goal on this planet. Next time around, I already touched a little bit on it by talking about 3D. It's often referred to as dimensions or densities. It doesn't really cover the load, what's going on, but I'll explain a little bit more about frequencies and how other densities will start to appear when we can get into the two different frequencies collectively. So see you guys all next time on part 3, which is about densities, which can also be described as dimensions, but it's actually something different, but it's hard to explain. I will give it a go, though, in part 3. So I hope to see you guys then. Have fun. Bye.